modification to the 660 today, which is going to be these stealth mirrors I ordered from AliExpress. They do come with the Rizoma logo, but obviously they're not genuines. The AliExpress listing didn't say that it had the logo, so I was a little bit surprised when it did. But it's not something that bothers me whether it had the logo or not, but it might bother you. So I will put the link in the description for these if it's something you're looking at purchasing. The mechanism that holds the mirror in place is quite secure. They're not gonna move while you're riding. The quality of this CNC is pretty good. I've already got a little bit of a stone chip, but that's not the product's fault. I have already had this on the bike for a little while, but like I say, the quality is pretty decent. The mirror is actually not a bad size, and then it's got a little bit of a blue tint to it. And then one thing to note is these studs need fitting when you receive them, so make sure you use a little bit of Loctite in there so they don't come loose, as obviously they're going to be prone to quite a little bit of vibration. Just another thing to note, obviously, in terms of quality, you can see this one has got a little bit of a mark there. That was there from the very first day I opened the package. So obviously, quality-wise, they're not going to be quite as good or as quality controlled as a genuine Rizoma mirror, but for the savings, they're pretty good quality. Like I say, it's quite a secure design. You get your two mirrors, you get the rubber base part to protect your paint. These are some of the tools we're going to need: 1/4 inch ratchet with a 10mm long socket on it, 2.5mm Allen key, a 2.5 but a short one. If you've got it, does make the job a little bit easier. I'll show you where that comes in handy. And then I've got a T25 and a T20. These little nub hex keys are 3D printed, but they're very useful, so might be worth ordering them. It does make working on the 660 a little bit easier for those hard to reach tight spaces. So here we can obviously see the standard factory mirror. They're pretty big, they're pretty clunky, they don't look the best, so hence why I'm changing it. I want a cleaner, more aesthetic look to the bike. And they're not the best quality mirrors, they do vibrate a lot. So you can see they're not great quality, they're just put on there from the factory, so it's a worthwhile upgrade. So the first thing we need to remove is just this plastic inner piece here, and this is where the small or stubby 2.5mm is good for. Once you've cracked it loose, you can just get in there and then see if I can show you a bit better. As you can see, because it's a stubby one, you can turn it with free range, whereas with a standard length one, if I just demonstrate for you here, you start hitting the frame and you can start scratching the frame. So if you do have a short one, I suggest you use it. If you don't, then you can still use a normal Allen key. They're just a bit of just interferes with the frame a little bit. So obviously make sure you keep these safe, and once you turn the handlebars the other way, we'll undo this one as well. Make sure you keep that bolt safe, and then the one that's a little bit further there, which I'll show you in a second, is easier to get with one of these hex keys. So the bolt we're looking for is that one, just in there. A little bit of a pain to get this one, especially if you've got the USB fitted to your bike, but these little hex keys do make it quite a lot easier. So at this point, this plastic's just going to remove like so. Might take a little bit of wiggling, but if you twist it like so, once you've got it, it'll come out nice and easy. Again, put that to one side safely, and then all we've got is two nuts that hold the mirror on, which I'll show you from the inside. So as you can see, got these two nuts there, and that's all that's holding the mirror on. Now all we have to do jump in there, loosen off the nuts. You may find that yours are a little bit tighter. That's obviously because I've already removed these. Once you got the nut out, keep it safe. Then move on to the next one. So obviously now nuts are off. It's just a case of getting it out. And again, like I say, if you've never removed yours, it might be a little bit more difficult to get out. Probably a little bit more stuck on than these are, but nice and simple to get them off. Now we can think about fitting the stealth mirrors. So now we can think about placing the rubber on, and obviously you can't really get it wrong. It'll either work or it won't. So once that's there, we'll give this a quick wipe down and line it all up. One thing I just wanted to show you, with these mirrors being more for the 2020 to 2024 models, when you first offer them up, they don't obviously match this cutout that the factory mirror has. But once you fit them, like I say, it don't look like it fits that cutout, but you can tighten them and it won't break anything, it won't damage the bike, so it's worth noting. So now that's on, just got the original two nuts and we're going to reuse them. It's a bit of a difficult angle to show you, so I will just fit them, but where you remove them from is exactly where they go back on, and then we just need to tighten them. Then obviously now it's really important when you tighten them to be very careful, because like I said, it doesn't quite match the cutout, so even though you can tighten it, you can't over tighten them because you may crack the front fairing, which is obviously going to be an expensive day that no one wants to do, which is understandable. Right, so what I've done is I've pushed that mirror as far up as it'll go. Then we're just going to nip it, do one side at a time, nice and steady. And there isn't really a torque setting for this, it's just a case of tighten off to obviously stop it vibrating loose. But you definitely don't want them vibrating loose while you're riding, but you also don't want to crack the front fairing. So if you do one side at a time, nice and steady, you'll get it nice and tight equally. So I'm pretty happy with how tight that is. You can see it's well secured to the bike, and then that's how they look in the open position, that's how they look in the closed position. So now we can refit this plastic trim and move on to the other side. So one thing I just want to say is obviously it's secure, it's tight, but this bike does tend to vibrate a lot, so if it's something that you're worried about, you can, or you could potentially put some kind of Loctite on the nuts. I'm not going to do that unless they vibrate loose, something I can do in the future if they do decide to come loose. All I would suggest is not use a very strong Loctite. Maybe the blue Loctite would be a better idea for this application if that was something you wanted to do. Now it's obviously going to be a case of refitting the plastic trim, which again, if we just slide it in there and twist like so. Then we just need to make sure Once we're happy and the bolt holes are lined up, we can just throw these 3 bolts back in, and that's the left side done, and we can move on to the right hand side of the bike. That's the left side completely done. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the right. Again, we need to remove the trim piece. I will probably just time lapse this bit. The only thing I want to show you guys on my particular bike is, for some reason, I've got a 2.5 Allen there, but there it's a T20 bolt, and then up there is a T25. So for some reason, Aprilia have used a different bolt. Something to note for your bike, but if it's the same, then that's better. So again, that's the plastic trim removed. So now it's just these 2 nuts just there. Remove them, and then the factory mirror's off. And again, that's how easy it is to take the stock mirror off. A little wipe, make sure there's no debris. And then the new mirror goes on. And we can just begin threading the nuts back on. And remember, before you start nipping them, push the mirrors as high that way as possible to try avoid this little ridge there. And once you're happy with the positioning, we can start really tightening the nuts back up. And remember to do one at a time. And that's it. That's both mirrors installed on both sides. So now all we need to do, reinstall this trim, and then I'll show you the results. And there we are, all installed, looking good. So as you can see, this does make the bike look a lot more aggressive, a lot cleaner. So all in all, I recommend them. Like I say, very good quality, very sturdy. Look pretty good. And just a sneak peek for next week, I've got black bolts on the fuel cap and a Pro Bolt clutch adjuster in black as well. Just cleans up the bike, as you can see. Looks a lot better. And I have actually also added some Pro Bolt valve dust caps. So if you want to see that, they'll be on the channel next week.